What if I told you there's a business model out there that's much better than starting your own marketing needs? What if I told you there's a business model out there that is much better than dropshipping or starting your own Shopify store? What if I told you that this business model that I am going to teach you in today's video? I know, guys, I know, but I understand that it's so difficult for you to believe, but there's a finance YouTuber out there that will teach you how to actually make money. I know that you're probably sitting behind your screen right now being like, man, another guy promising me thousands of dollars for the same thing. But the thing is that this one actually works. And the good thing about this one is that you don't even have to invest $0 of your own money initially to get started. So all you have to dedicate to this is legitimately nothing but your time. And I guarantee you that if you follow this video through and if you actually dedicate some time to this and start this business, that you will make money. And if you don't make money, then comment down below. Maybe next month in my $100 giveaway that I do every single month for my audience, I might pick you and give you that $100. So this works, this is legit, and I promise that if you follow this video, you will start making money. So then you ask, what is this magical business model that you have so much guarantee on? Our business model is print on demand. You might have heard of print on demand, or you might have odds, but pretty much all it is come with me to the screen. We go to a platform like Printify. Printify, in my opinion, is the largest service provider for a print-on-demand style business. Not only are they the largest, but they're also the best priced. And by the best price, I mean, ladies and gents, they are free. So what you do is you go ahead and click on Start for Free, which takes you to a page. You go ahead and create your accounts. And then just what it is you select any sort of product. It could be a clothing item, it could be a backpack, it could be a sweater, it could be a mug, anything that you can put any sort of a design on, right? Print on demand. So what happens at that point is, let's say you create a t-shirt and you want to have kittens on this t-shirt. What you do is you create that product and then you go ahead and create a store for that product. That store could be an Etsy store. So if we search for kitten t-shirts on Etsy, we see all of these different sellers, and all these sellers, this is, by the way, all of this are print on demand stores, right? So this person right here is using a platform like Printify, and every one of these people is using the same platform as well. So what they're doing after is then they are selecting the product, right? And then they're gonna create a design. So our design is the kitten t-shirt, right? We're gonna have kittens, cute little kittens on our t-shirts. That's our design. We publish the store. So we create the Etsy store. So this is our storefront, right? To create a description for it, the different sizes that you wanna have, and the different photos for your storefront. And then you set margins and you sell. For the best part of this business is that Printify is going to take care of everything else. Not only are they going to create the t-shirt for you, but they'll also take care of all of the fulfillment as well. So that's the gist of what this business model is. Sure, you want to know in detail on how to start this step by step. So then what is your first step? Your first step is to select the product and the design for the product. So in this case, you selected a t-shirt, and our design that we want to go with is going to be a kitten. So the best way to do this analysis is to go and look on stores like Etsy and eBay and kind of select and pick what you think sells a lot based off of the reviews, based off of, you know, how big the store itself is. And then you get ideas of that design. So for example, let's say I'm going to go to Etsy, right? And I'll do kitten t-shirts. Now I have a lot of these shirts that pop up, and these all will give me ideas of what I think is a good t-shirt to sell. So for example, the one right here, it has about 3,000 reviews. The one right next to it has almost 10,000 reviews. So which tells me something like this sells well, right? It's a fitted t-shirt. It has a picture of a cute white kitten on it, but it looks like we have different colors, right? Dark blue, black, and we have different sizes as well that we can sell. So this person is providing a good t-shirt, a good design on the t-shirt, and they're providing us with a variety of colors and sizes as well. So that's something that I, right off the bat, learned, and I want to do that as well. So not only do I want to have one sort of a t-shirt, but maybe one design, multiple different colors, right? So that's one. What you could also do is you could also go to eBay, and on eBay, the same thing, look for cat t-shirts. So look, Cat, the company, I think it's a construction equipment company, right? So I'm not certain if it's for that or not for that, but it's cool, right? Having a t-shirt like this that says Cat on it, but that could also go and represent a construction company as well. So on eBay, what we can look for is shirts that have watchers. We can look for shirts that have, multiple ones sold. So this Hugo 4 shirt right here, right, is something that is popular. It's selling for $18.99. And again, variety of colors. And if like on Etsy, we have sizes that we can select. And it's just a funny shirt, right? A cat being scared of unidentified flying object in the sky. So what you want to do at that point, for step one, is you want to go ahead and analyze these eBay stores and these Etsy stores and pick a few different products, and you literally click on it and you want to save the image as onto your desktop and get ideas of what kind of shirts and designs of these shirts that you want to kind of not mimic, but get inspiration from. And at that point, you're ready to go to step two. Step two is you want to go ahead and create your design. There are two ways you can create your design. The first and the cheapest way that's free, you can do it on Printify's own platform. So if you go here, select a t-shirt, we can select the different colors for the t-shirt as well, right, that we want to sell. And then we can go ahead and look at the designs. If you come over here, click on AI image. This is the best part of Printify. Printify have implemented an AI tool. I think it is the same AI tool that's run by ChatGPT. And what it does is you literally give it a prompt of anything that you want, and it'll spit out an image of whatever prompt you give. So right now, Halloween is coming up, and I think a kitten shirt, let's say a kitten that's in a witch costume might sell. So let's go ahead and give it that prompt and see what sort of design it gives us. So give me a cute kitten that is in a witch costume and is celebrating. So let's see what image this spits out. There we go. I got it. All right, cool. So we got our design. Cute, it's well enough, good enough for me. And what you want to do is you want to size that image to your liking on the shirt. And there you have it. So let's say I picked and selected the design. Obviously, there's spy tuning you want to do, right? Let's say if this is like not exactly what you want to edit that prompt and refine it. Let's say you want to add white pumpkins. Let's say you want the background to be not purple, but a different color. And you can give that AI tool whatever prompt you want it to do, and it'll edit that image to your liking. But for time's sake, let's go ahead and say this is our design. This is what we want to go with. So what you want to do is you want to save file. And at this point, you have your shirt, right? This is the first way that we can do this. But although this is a free tool that they offer, I personally would not suggest going this route. But the reason being that this is your business. And I personally believe that it is very tough and difficult for a business to do extremely well if you don't invest in it. Now, I'm not saying that if you start this with zero money down, that you're not going to succeed in this business. What I am saying is that if you invest just a little bit, for example, our second option for designing shirt is going onto Upwork, and we can look for graphic designers. Now on Upwork, you have the option of selecting whatever country we want. If we go with the Philippines, right, that's services in the Philippines are typically cheap. For $15 an hour, you can get a professional graphic designer. You can send them all the images that you saved on your desktop that are an inspiration that he can use to then go ahead and create whatever design you want for your t-shirts. You can work with this designer to do that for you. And the good thing about this is that he can fine tune, and you don't even need any sort of like crazy graphic design knowledge. All you have to know is just the basics of Photoshop and how to create any sort of an image that you can then print onto a shirt. So not only can you create that image for you, for your shirt, but you can also create the images of the shirt and the design on that shirt that you can then go ahead and post onto your website, onto your store like Etsy or eBay, whatever platform you want to use for your storefront. So the first option is free. You just use the AI tool with Printify. The second option is better. You just pay a little bit of money for a graphic designer, and it's the more professional way that you can specifically design whatever shirt it is that you want, that you know will meet your criteria of the design that you wanted, and you know it's gonna have a much better chance of selling on your store. All right, step 3, you wanna go ahead and build your Etsy store or eBay store, whatever. On Etsy, the way to build a store, very simple. You need to create an account, and at the bottom of it, sell on Etsy. And then it's gonna walk you through how to get started on creating an Etsy store. This is extremely self-explanatory. The user interface on Etsy is extremely simple. I don't wanna walk you guys through how to do this. I'm sure you got this yourself. And then what you do at that point is you have two options of how to import the image of the shirt of whatever product you chose onto the store. Go back to Printify, and if you go to my products, I've already created a few designs. So let's say our design that we worked on together. Printify gives you literal images that you can post on your store. And these are models that have tried on your shirts that you can click and save that as, and then you can also post that onto your store. Not sure what the copyrights with that are, do a little bit of research with that, but the best option again was to work with a graphic designer on Upwork, and then at that point, he can create you any sort of an image that you can use to be able to post that onto your store on Etsy or on eBay. All right, and the last few steps are that you want to go back into your Printify, and then you want to click on My New Stores, Add a New Store, and then at that point, you can either connect your Etsy store, your TikTok shop, or Shopify, eBay stores, whatever you want here. And this again is very self-explanatory. You connect your Etsy store, and it's going to walk you through how to do that as well. You sign into Etsy, and that literally connects your store, and then you select margins, right? So let's say if you will sell a shirt for $17.99, $18.99 on your Etsy store, and Printify charges you $8 or $9 to sell that exact shirt. Then you select whatever margins are going to be a profit for you. So whatever your profit margin is at that point. That's that. So at this point, the business is done, right? It's set, and you can either do two things at this point. So if your storefront is Etsy or eBay, at this point, what you want to do, or what you can do, is sit back and just kind of chill and relax, because eBay and Etsy are search engines. And all you could technically do at that point is optimize your stores to have the best keywords like cute kittens or Halloween kitten shirt, keywords that you know will do well in that moment. And anybody that searches that, there's a high likelihood that your shirts or your store are on Etsy or eBay. But I personally don't believe in starting a business kind of sitting back and hoping the business grows. I don't ever preach that in any of my videos. So like I said earlier in this video as well, is you want to dedicate time, dedicate money to a business so that you can see it flourish. So your last step, and what I would say is the most important step with this business model, is to market, right? So now you have a product, you want to sell this product, you have a storefront, you have a service that will take care of creating the product, shipping it directly to the consumer, and nothing, you never touch the product. All of this is on you. The only thing that you can do is to market your product. And the best way that you can market this, I think, is by going into eBay, searching out for kittens, any kitten related videos for your shirt. If your shirt's about beagles, then search for beagle videos. Look up all these content creators, click on them and connect with them. Be like, hey, I have a storefront on Etsy that sells kitten t-shirts. I see that your audience is very heavy into, that space. They like cats and anything that has to do with cats and kittens. I could offer you two things. I could either offer you, if you give me a shout out, a percentage of my profits from my Etsy store. That way you have no money that you're spending on this marketing deal. Or you can literally offer them like 50 to 100 bucks, anything that you can negotiate that makes sense for you, for your marketing budget, for them to just give you a shout out. And that, I think, is the best and the easiest way that you can market your store or your product. Or you can literally go to many other influencers on TikTok or Instagram and do the same thing as well. But I think without marketing it, then your growth might be a lot smaller than if you actually put the time and money to market your product. All right, with that being said, I've literally, in less than 15 minutes, or I don't know how long this video is going to take, taught you guys on how to create an actual business model, a business model that works, a business model that if you truly put in your time and just a little bit of money, technically no money, right? I've shown you the free way of doing this as well. But if you put out a little bit of money, then there's a lot of opportunity for you to grow and actually start making money on this. So go out there, put in some time and actually do this, create your store, try different products, try mugs, try t-shirts, anything that you think will sell well. And then at that point, you'll understand your audience, your demographic, and you will know what sort of t-shirt, what sort of design on that t-shirt, what sort of a mug, what sort of a backpack, and the design of the mug and the backpack would work for your audience. You can optimize it, and you can start making a lot of money. As always, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.